10 grams of bread decay exponentially according to the function f of t is 10 e to the negative 0.02 t, where t is time in years, and f of t is in grams. So this is a sample of what we're going to do later on in this chapter when we study exponential decay. We'll realize that this is an exponential decay problem, just not even based on the wording of the problem, just that the variable is the exponent is negative. That tells you decay. To do part A, it's not too bad. All you do is stick in 2 in for t, because since t is time, by design, you should expect a number that's less than 10 because the bread is decaying. Let's go to 2 decimal places here. You have 2 buttons labeled E on your calculator. You want the E to the X one, which is near the number 4. Correct. So rounding to 2 decimal places, I got 9.61. Part B is the exciting part. When will there be 2 grams left? By asking when, what variable are we solving for? T. Where is the t in the function? In the exponent, we do not yet know how to solve for something when it's in the exponent. We learn that later on. But for now, we can sort of estimate it by graphing both sides of that equation and seeing where they intersect. So later on, we'll do this again, but we'll be able to know all of our tools to figure out where they intersect. So what we're going to do is we're going to bust open our calculators, which you should already have, unless you did part A in your head, which would be awesome. Go into your y equals. In y sub 1, you're going to put 2. And in y sub 2, you're going to put in your your right-hand side there. Instead of t, please use the x that you're used to using. The trick with doing this way is the window is trial and error at best. So once you have these in your y equals, go to your window. Now time can't be negative, so let's start it off at 0. As far as the max is concerned, this is the part that's the tricky part. Notice after 2 years, we only lost 0.4 grams. What you cannot do is say, well, 0.4 means I need to get down to 8, so I should multiply 2 by 20 to give me 40, so I'm going to say my answer is 40 years. The reason you can't do that is because you're assuming that the decay is linear. It's not linear. Exponential means that it's based on how much is left, not that you always lose the same amount. That would be linear if you always lost the same amount. But we can use that 40 as a guesstimate. Let's say 40. As far as the y's are concerned, this one's a little bit easier. Since this needs to equal 2, then what we should do is center it around 2. We'll say 0 to 5. That should be sufficient. We're almost done, I promise. So when you hit graph, there's your y equals 2. Wait for it. Oh, I totally missed that, didn't I? Oh, did I forget my negative? No, it's in there. Oh, this bread's going to stay around forever. All right. Let's change our window. Let's make that 80. Is it 100? We can put it 100. I'm cool with that. Okay, there it comes. Come on. There it is. To figure out where two lines intersect on your calculator, we're going to go to Second, Calc, Intersect. Second, Calc, Intersect. Your calculator asks you for three things. The first curve, just hit Enter. Second curve, just hit Enter. And then it says Guess. So move your cursor to where they approximately intersect and hit Enter. So it looks to be about in 80.47 years, there will be 2 grams left. I don't know. This must be Wonder Bread. Or that bread from McDonald's.